What are the 5 habits holding you back, and how can you move forward? Have you ever felt like you're spinning your wheels, stuck in the same old routine without any real progress? Yeah, we've all been there. It's like being trapped in a hamster wheel, going round and round but never getting anywhere. But fear not. On this episode, we're going to explore 5 common habits that might be keeping you feeling stuck, and more importantly, how to break free from them. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's dive in. Habit number 1 is infomania, the never-ending quest for information. All right, let's talk about infomania. You know, that insatiable thirst for constantly consuming new information. It's like an addiction, always craving that next hit of dopamine from scrolling through social media or checking the news. But here's the thing, while staying informed is important, too much of a good thing can be detrimental. When we're constantly bombarding our brains with new information, it becomes harder to focus and get stuff done. Our attention spans shrink, and before we know it, we're stuck in a cycle of distraction and procrastination. So what's the solution? Simple. Take a break. Instead of constantly checking your phone or browsing the web, try setting aside some time each day to unplug and focus on one task at a time. Trust me, your productivity will thank you for it. And who knows, you might even find yourself feeling more relaxed and focused than ever before. Habit number 2 is the knowing-doing gap. From theory to action. All right, hands up if you've ever found yourself stuck in the knowing-doing gap. You know, that frustrating feeling of knowing exactly what you need to do, but struggling to actually do it. It's like we're stuck in this cycle of learning without ever putting that knowledge into action. But here's the thing, knowledge is only half the battle. Real progress comes from taking action and putting that knowledge to work. So how do we bridge the gap between knowing and doing? Simple. Start small. Instead of trying to tackle everything at once, try breaking it down into smaller, more manageable steps. Set yourself achievable goals and take small actions each day to work towards them. Before you know it, you'll be making progress and breaking free from that cycle of inaction. Habit number 3 is achievement addiction, chasing the next high. All right, let's talk about achievement addiction. You know, that relentless pursuit of success and validation. It's like no matter how much we achieve, it's never enough. We're always chasing that next big accomplishment, hoping it will finally bring us the happiness and fulfillment we crave. But here's the truth. Chasing success will never bring us true happiness. Real fulfillment comes from within, not from external achievements. So how do we break free from this cycle of achievement addiction? Simple. Learn to appreciate the journey. Instead of constantly chasing the next big thing, take some time to appreciate the small wins in life. Spend time with loved ones, pursue hobbies and interests, and focus on personal growth and development. Trust me, true happiness comes from living in the moment and appreciating the journey, not just the destination. Habit number 4 is endless multitasking, the myth of productivity. All right, hands up if you're guilty of trying to multitask your way through life. You know, that constant juggling act of trying to do a million things at once. It's like we're convinced that multitasking is the key to productivity. But in reality, it's just a recipe for disaster. When we try to multitask, our attention becomes divided, and we end up doing everything half-heartedly. We're constantly switching between tasks, never fully focusing on any one thing. And before we know it, we're stuck in a cycle of stress and overwhelm. So how do we break free from this endless cycle of multitasking? Simple. Focus on one thing at a time. Instead of trying to do everything at once, try focusing on one task at a time. Set aside dedicated time for each task and give it your full attention. Trust me, you'll be amazed at how much more productive you can be when you're able to focus on one thing at a time. Habit number 5 is phone dependence. breaking free from digital distractions. All right, let's talk about phone dependence. That feeling of being constantly tethered to your phone, unable to go more than a few minutes without checking it. It's like our phones have become an extension of ourselves, and we can't bear to be without them. But here's the thing. Constantly checking our phones can have a serious impact on our productivity and mental well-being. Just having our phones nearby can be enough to distract us from important tasks and drain our mental energy. So what's the solution? Simple. Set boundaries. Instead of letting your phone dictate your life, try setting some boundaries around its use. Designate specific times of day when you can check your phone and stick to them. And when you need to focus on something important, try putting your phone away altogether. Trust me, your brain will thank you for it. So, in conclusion, there you have it. 5 common habits that might be keeping you feeling stuck, and some simple strategies to break free from them. Remember, progress doesn't happen overnight, but with a little bit of effort and patience, you can break free from these habits and start moving forward again. So go ahead, take that first step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. You've got this. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch more videos by clicking on this video right over here.